أرقى البشر من تقبل الآخر واحترم رأيه. نبي الله عيسى مرسل من قبل الله بكتاب. نبي الله محمد مرسل من الله بكتاب، والمعرفة لا نهاية لها، وهي بيد الله وحده. الإسلام والمسيحية يدعوان للمحبة وعمل الخير ومساعدة المحتاج والمعاملة الحسنة والتعايش بين أبناء البشر. كل عيد وأنتم ولبنان والبشرية بألف خير. أهلا بكم. Dear guests, let us all be standing for the Australian and Lebanese national anthem. The Australian anthem will be performed by the Naful kids, Rachel and Dominique.
Harmony is derived from the Greek harmos and the Latin harmonia. Harmos meaning joint or convergence, harmonia meaning agreement. Harmony is a state in which various components come together to form a pleasing or complete whole. In 2010, the Lebanese government declared the intention to find in the devotion to Mary a point of convergence among the different religious communities. Today, there is a renewed global urgency to find harmony in diversity. Peace can only come about where all voices at the margins can be expressed, heard, and valued. The place to entrench freedom of expression is in an inclusive vision about our shared identity. Australia, our multicultural home, is built on a society of remarkable harmony. Our diversity is exceptional and should not be taken for granted, nor should it be used as a political slogan to undermine our unity as a nation. Australians should continue to strive to find the harmonia amongst its various communities. For the first time, Lebanese President Michel Aoun will open the doors of the Presidential Palace of Abda to the celebration of the Annunciation, which since 2010 has been proclaimed an Islamic Christian national holiday in Lebanon. Tonight here in the Australian Catholic University, let us all pray that we continue to strive for harmony and tolerance, which our great nation Australia is built on, through the intercession of the Virgin Mary. On behalf of the coordinator of this event, Most Reverend Antoine Chadwick Tarabay, Maronite Bishop of Australia, and the organising Interfaith Council for the Annunciation, we wish to welcome you all, especially the religious, civil and community leaders present here tonight. This event would not have been made possible without the support of Multicultural New South Wales, represented by its Minister, the Honourable Ray Williams, the Australian Catholic University, represented by Professor Maria Nicholson, Associate Vice-Chancellor, and Dr. Nigel Zimmerman, Associate Director, Church Policy, Office of the Vice President, representing Professor Greg Craven, Vice-Chancellor and President Chair of the Australian Catholic University, and of course Maronite Care.
We would like to welcome our religious leaders. We start with Dr. Sheikh Malik Zaidan, Australian representative of the Mufti of Lebanon. Most Reverend Robert Rabat, Mercantile Catholic Bishop of Australia and New Zealand. Sheikh Melhem Hassaf, Australian representative of the Sheraton Aqal of the Druze Unitarian Community. Very Reverend Monsignor Basilios Georgios Kasmousa, Apostolic Visitor for the Syrian Catholic Church in Australia and New Zealand. Sheikh Mikhail Ghanem, Australian representative of the Islamic Alawite Council. Monsignor Marcelino Youssef, Vice General of the Maronite Eparchy of Australia.
We welcome the Members of Parliament, the Honourable Ray Williams, Member for Castle Hill, Minister for Multiculturalism and Minister for Disability Service, the Honourable Janet Jacka MLC, President of the Legislative Council of New South Wales, the Honourable Courtney Usos MLC, representing the Leader of the Opposition, Mr Luke Foley MP, the Honourable Shalkat Mizilmani MLC, Opposition Whip in the Legislative Council. We welcome the Ambassadors and Heads of Missions, His Excellency Mr. Ali Khaishan, Ambassador of Jordan, and Mr. Shad bin Makaran, Consul General of Lebanon in Sydney.
We also welcome Reverend Father Superiors, Fathers and Sisters, President of the Lebanese political parties in Australia, President of Australian Lebanese Organization and Village Association, representative of the media, you're all more than welcome.
Can we also acknowledge the Interfaith Committee organising tonight's event? Father Tony Musa, Dr. Mustafa Al-Abdin, Mr. Joseph Asaf, Dr. Ahmad Barrou, Mr. Adil Al-Hassan, Mr. Peter El-Khoury, Mr. Anwar Haab, Dr. Mamdouh Matar, and Dr. John Tarabay.
I want to ask you again to stand up for the prayer. It's a shared prayer. Will be read in Arabic and English by Father Tony Musa and Dr. Mustafa Alamuddin.
اللهم وربنا ورب كل شيء أيها الإله العظيم المنان مرسل جبرائيل بالبشارة إلى سيدة نساء الجنة والأكوان مريم البتول أمتك الوضيعة على مر الدهور والأزمان. أنت الإله السميع المجيب الهادي الرحيم والرحمن. إلهنا نسألك أن تحببنا إليك وأن تحببنا إلى ملائكتك وإلى جميع أنبيائك ورسلك. اللهم حببنا بسيدتنا مريم البتول الطاهرة واجعلها قدوة لنا في حياتك ومعاشنا. اللهم اجعل حبك أحب الأشياء إلينا واجعل خشيتك أعظم الأشياء لدينا. اللهم إننا برحمتك نستغيث فأغثنا وأصلح لنا شأننا كله وشأن حكامنا والقائمين على أمورنا وشأن أوطاننا وكل من سكن أراضيها من مسلمين ومسيحيين. We ask you of our God, Lord of seven heavens, seated upon your great throne, that just as you chose the Virgin Mary and favored her among women, so too choose our nation with their Christian and Muslims. Make of their messages reach unto Lord. Purify every heart from hatred. Rule over all souls and in all your elected Lord, so that we see nothing other than you, realizing our true God lives and national unity among all the children of man. For you are God who is in the heavens.
Next, I would like to invite Professor Maria Nicholson, Associate Vice-Chancellor, ACU, for the University welcome and acknowledgement of the traditional custodians of the land.
It is my great pleasure, on behalf of the Vice-Chancellor and myself, to welcome you, Bishop Tarabay, and your distinguished and very important guests to this evening gathering at Australian Catholic University. This campus is called Mount St. Mary, named in honour of Blessed Edmund Rice's devotion to Our Lady. And it is fitting that we gather here for this annual interfaith and interreligious celebration for the Feast of the Annunciation. This evening, Australian Catholic University stands in solidarity with all gathered and in a deep felt hope that people of faith may journey together. This gathering also calls us to continue to proclaim through our words and our actions the love of God for all peoples. And in continuing our commitment to reconciliation, and in line with Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander tradition, it is customary to acknowledge country as we pass through. This evening, we acknowledge and pay our respects to the First Peoples, traditional custodians of the lands and the waterways, the Darug people, and thank them for their continued hospitality. We acknowledge and celebrate the continuation of a living culture that has a unique role in this region. We also acknowledge elders past and present, as well as our emerging leaders of tomorrow, and we thank them for their wisdom and guidance as we walk in their footsteps. Good evening.
نشاهد معا فيديو قصير يا مريم أداء أمل حجازي.
يا مريم يا نعم المثل للطهارة والنقاء، اصطفاك الإله على جميع النساء، ولا بشر مثلك ولا بشر مثلك حتى ناداك العالمين. بالسيدة العذراء يا مريم عليك السلام، يا أم المسيح رمز السلام، يا مريم عليك السلام. في مدحك عجز الكلام، يا مريم عليك السلام، يا أم المسيح رمز السلام، يا مريم عليك السلام. في مدحك عجز الكلام، يا مريم.
Please welcome His Excellency Bishop Antoine Charbel Tarabay, Maronite Bishop of Australia, to give his welcoming address. Good idea.
This microphone is not for tall people. Your Graces, my brother bishops, Your Excellencies, my brother sheikhs, ministers of the Crown, Member of Parliament, distinguished guests, dear friends. It is the greatest pleasure to welcome you tonight at this special interfaith gathering to celebrate together the feast of the Annunciation to Our Lady, the Virgin Mary. Allow me first to welcome those who are with us for the first time. We have many people, they are here for the first time, but in particular, the Ambassador of Jordan, Mr. Ali Kraishan, who came all the way from Canberra to be with us. Thank you, Ambassador. And also the new Consul General of Lebanon, New South Wales, is with us for the first time, Mr. Sherbel Macaron. Very welcome as well. This is now the consecutive 5th year that we have come together for this feast of the Annunciation. However, our gathering here in Sydney would not be possible without the initiative of a special group of people in Lebanon who began a few years ago to start celebrating the Annunciation as a common feast for Christians and Muslims. In 2010, as it was mentioned before, the Annunciation became a national feast and public holiday in Lebanon, to be observed again by Christian and Muslim alike. It is a blessed initiative, a great opportunity, and a unique annual gathering that it is great to have here in Sydney, to venerate Mary, the Mother of Jesus, and to pray together for peace in the world. Celebrating the feast of the Annunciation, we remember how the angel Gabriel brought the good news to Mary that she would conceive and bear a son, and that he was to be named Emmanuel, which means God is with us. Mary's response was an amazing, unconditional yes to God, bravely marching into the future in submission to his will. In Mary, we find an immortal example of obedience to the will of God and his holy word. The first lesson we learn from Mary in the Annunciation is to overcome fear and to resolve to do God's work, not least establishing closer connections between people and communities. Mary had trust and she had faith. With these, she rose above her fear of the unknown. Like her, we are called today to be courageous and to transcend frictions and divisions. Therefore, I call on all Christians to create more opportunities of encounter and dialogue. And I also call upon our Muslim brothers and sisters to build more bridges, bringing people closer to one another. When faith is crowned with openness and dialogue, the Virgin Mary's statement, "May it be done to me according to thy word," assumes a new meaning for us. It shows the way and the truth, and also reveals the one God of heaven and earth. The question before us today is, are we conscious of our calling and mission as Christians and Muslims to promote peace and tolerance in order to enhance the culture of love and dialogue against that of hatred, terrorism, and death? Dear friends, once again, I welcome you all. Your presence here is a testament to your conviction that tonight's event is the fruit of religious liberty in Australia, and that this freedom needs to be maintained and protected in any new legislation. Otherwise, we will be consenting to the destruction of Australia's national values of diversity and liberty. Finally, allow me to thank the Interfaith Council for the Annunciation, which has been formed to organize this annual gathering in consultation with my brother Christian bishops and Muslim sheikhs. I cannot conclude without thanking and acknowledging our gracious host, the Australian Catholic University, represented tonight by Professor Mary Nicholson. So this is the third year that we're doing this celebration here. We're very grateful for the ACU and for you, Professor. And also I would like to say thank you to Multicultural New South Wales, represented here by His Excellency Minister Ray Williams, and Maronite Care for their support to this event. And also, we'd like to acknowledge the presence of the President of the Legislative Council, our friend John Ajaka. Thank you for making the time to be with us. May the feast of the Annunciation keep us all united and bring us closer to one another in order to build and enhance the culture of harmony and coexistence in our Australian multicultural society. Thank you.
Brother Sheikh Malik Zaidan, Australian representative of the Mufti in Lebanon, and Bishop Rabat, the Melkite Bishop of Australia and New Zealand, لأداء الصلاة المشتركة. مشكورين.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا عليك توكلنا وإليك أنبنا وإليك المصير. اللهم أعنا على ذكرك وشكرك وحسن عبادتك. اللهم أنت السلام ومنك السلام وإليك يعود السلام، تباركت وتعاليت يا ذا الجلال والإكرام. اللهم اجعل جمعنا هذا جمعا مرحوما، وتفرقنا من بعده تفرقا معصوما، ولا تجعل فينا ولا بيننا شقيا ولا محروما. اللهم اجعلنا هداة مهديين غير ضالين ولا مضلين، ولنهجك القويم وصراطك المستقيم متبعين غير مبتدعين. اللهم آت نفوسنا تقواها وزكها أنت خير من زكاها، أنت وليها ومولاها، أنت آخذ بناصيتها، إن ربي على صراط مستقيم. اللهم رب السماوات السبع والأراضين السبع، ورب العرش العظيم، ورب الإنس والجن والشياطين، نسألك من فضلك العظيم وجودك الكريم، كما اصطفيت العذراء مريم البتول فقلت: وإذ قالت الملائكة يا مريم إن الله اصطفاك وطهرك على نساء العالمين. يا مريم اقنتي لربك واسجدي واركعي مع الراكعين. نسألك يا ربنا أن تصطفي أستراليا وتجعلها بلدا سخاء رخاء وسائر بلاد المؤمنين، وأن تبعد عنها الفتن ما ظهر منها وما بطن، وأن تصطفي بلدنا لبنان وتجعله رسالة إلى بلاد العالم أجمع، وأن تطهر قلوبنا من الأحقاد والرذائل، وتجعلنا نعمل مخلصين لوحدة بلدنا لبنان، وتجعل المسؤولين فيه يعملون لمصلحة الوطن لا لمصلحة شخصية، وألا يروا إلا مصلحة بلدهم الواحد الموحد بمسلميه ومسيحييه. نسألك اللهم أن تعيد هذا العيد علينا وعلى الجميع بالخير واليمن والبركات، وشكرا لكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Well, I can confess I'm neither as eloquent as Dr. Sheikh Zidane nor His Grace Bishop Antoine Sherbil Tarabai. So I'm going to share with you just a stanza, a short prayer that I've taken from what we call is the Akathist hymn. It's a prayer that in the Byzantine tradition we usually share with the Virgin Mary. A prince of the angels was sent from heaven to say to the Theotokos, Hail! And seeing thee, O Lord, take bodily form at the sound of his bodiless voice. Filled with amazement, the angel stood still and cried aloud to her, "Hail, for through thee joy shall shine forth. Hail, for through thee the curse shall cease. Hail, recalling of fallen Adam. Hail, deliverance from the tears of Eve. Hail, height hard to climb for the thoughts of man. Hail, depth hard to scan even for the eyes of angels. Hail, for thou art the throne of the King. Hail, for thou holdest him who upholds all. Hail, star causing the sun to shine. Hail, womb of the divine incarnation. Hail, for through thee the creation is made new. Hail, for through thee the Creator becomes a newborn child. Hail, bride without bridegroom. Amen.
Next, we will watch Tanya Assis as she combines the call to prayer as well as a hymn.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد
Sohil, Minister for Multiculturalism and Minister for Disability Service, to say a word for the occasion. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Can I first of all acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land. Your Eminence, Bishop Anton Shabal Tarabay, the Maronite Bishop of Australia, to our many, many religious leaders who are here this evening. Can I also acknowledge my parliamentary colleagues, the Honourable John Jarka, President of the Legislative Council, the Honourable Shaket Mosselmain, the Honourable Courtney Houssos, Professor, Consul General, Ambassador, but importantly, friends one and all who tonight come here to celebrate the feast of the Annunciation, but also to celebrate the great harmony and peace that exists amongst us as a community. It is a great pleasure to be here on the 5th annual event, and I acknowledge, Your Eminence, the role that you have played in undertaking this particular interfaith gathering. On that very important moment, that moment in time, that great celebration when the angel Gabriel spoke to the Mother Mary, advising her of the miraculous role that she would play in bearing the baby Jesus, something that is celebrated by both Christians and Muslims alike. I think it symbolises the fact that not only are we the most culturally diverse nation on earth, but we are the most socially cohesive, and that is something that is unique. You will not find that anywhere in the world. But we know it's not perfect. We know that peace and harmony doesn't come easily. We know we have to work together on behalf of our social cohesion. So tonight, as the very proud Minister for Multiculturalism in New South Wales, I say on behalf of this gathering that our government is very proud to support this event, and the leaders who are here, because you are symbolic of the acceptance that we have across our communities, that we accept people for who they are, for not judging them for their nationality, the religions, the faith that they follow, or indeed the colour of their skin, but we accept people for who they are and judge them on behalf of the quality of their character. This is a marvellous country, and we should all embrace the strong sense of social cohesion that we have, but continue to work together. And I congratulate you and thank you for joining us tonight. Have a wonderful celebration.
Thank you, Minister. Next, I'd like to invite Sheikh Mikhail Ghanem, Australian representative of the Islamic Alawite Council, and Monsignor Marcelino Yusuf, Vicar General of the Maronite Eparchy of Australia, to say a prayer together.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على نبيه وآله وصحبه وأتباعه. You have to excuse me, my English is not that much good to make my speech, so excuse me, I want to make it in Arabic, please. نيافة المطران أنطوان شربي الطرباي السامي الاحترام، رجال الدين على اختلاف مراتبهم ومنازلهم، أصحاب الفضيلة، أصحاب السعادة، الوزراء، النواب، السفراء، أصحاب العلم والفكر، الأخوة الحضور والأخوات، سلام الله عليكم ورحمة من لدنه وبركاته. في هذا المقام سأختصر الكلام. أقول وما توفيقي إلا بالله عليه توكلت وإليه أنيب. فإن العالم يعيش أيامه هذه ذكرى لا كمثلها الذكريات خلودا وعظمة. ذكرى بشارة الملاك جبرائيل، ذكرى النفحة الإلهية إلى السيدة الطاهرة القديسة المباركة البتول مريم، ذكرى انبعاث الروح الروحانية والألطاف الربانية على هذا العالم، ذكرى كريمة وبشرى عظيمة تشهدها العقول نورا وضياء، وتحياها النفوس عزة وإباء، وتعيشها القلوب محبة وإخاء، وتستنشبها الأنوف عطرا وشزاء. ذكرى بشارة في مولود لا تبلغ الألفاظ معنى وصفه، ولا تبلغ الكلمات أن تقدره حق قدره، ومبلغ ما يقال فيه أنه إنسان عين الوجود، إنه المثل الأعلى للإنسانية الصحيحة، إنه الكلمة الطيبة السارية في هذا الكون. وفي هذه المناسبة العظيمة نبسط أيدينا إلى السماء بين جبار الأرض والسماء، سائلين الله تبارك وتعالى بالسيدة العذراء المخصوصة بالنعماء المكنون ذكرها في السماء أن يصلح حالنا وحال بلدنا لبنان وشعب لبنان، وأن يقوم اعوجاجه ويهدي أهله إلى كلمة سواء تكون عنوانا للم شملهم ورأب صدعهم وتوحيد كلمتهم وتعصيب بلدهم، حتى يعود له مجده القديم وعزه الهارب. وكل عام وأنتم بخير، وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين وصحبه أجمعين، وكل عام وأنتم بخير.
Let us pray and praise. On this feast of the Annunciation, we commemorate together when the angel Gabriel descends from the vaults of heaven to the greatly hailed Virgin and greets her, crying out, "Rejoice, O full of grace, the Lord is with you," as described by St. John Damascene. Rejoice greatly, O Theotokos and Virgin, for you truly heard the praise of the angel. Blessed are you among women, and blessed is the fruit of your womb. Through you, his mercy from generation to generation on those who fear him. Let us join Saint Ephraim, Mary's own singer, as he translated the praises of her inner beauty in his lyrics. The eye is clear if united to the sun. By its light it conquers armies. It shines with its light, gleams with its brilliance, is adorned by its beauty. As though on an eye the light dwelt in Mary and purified her spirit. It cleansed her thoughts, sanctified her conscience, and perfected her virginity. The river in which he was baptized conceived him symbolically. The moist womb of the water conceived him in purity, bore him in splendor, and made him ascend in glory. In the chaste womb of the river recognized the daughter of man, who conceived without knowing man and gave birth without the seed of man. By grace she formed the Lord of grace. Light in the river, splendor in the tomb, He skipped over the mountain shown in the maternal womb, was resplendent in his rising, was radiant as he rose to the heavens. We sing Mary's praises with words from Saint Chrysostom, the golden mouth. In the Annunciation, the physician has come to the sick, and the Sun of Righteousness has dawned for those who sat in darkness, the anchor and calm harbor to those storm-tossed. The intercessor has been born for the despised slaves, and peace has been united, and the Redeemer of captives has come. The strong, inseparable joy and love and protection has come for those who are in battle. Through the intercession of the Queen of Peace, we pray the prayer of peace written by our beloved Saint Pope Jean Paul II. To you, O Mary, we turn our gaze with stronger trepidation. To you, we hasten back with more insistent trust in these times, scarred by a multitude of doubts and fears, for the present and future destiny of our planet. To you, the first fruits of humanity redeemed by Christ, set free at last from the slavery of evil and sin, we raise together our heartfelt, trusting plea. Listen to the cry of pain of the war victims, of the many forms of violence that bathe the earth in blood. Dispel the shadows of sorrow and of loneliness, of hatred and of revenge. Open to forgiveness the minds and hearts of all. Queen of Peace, pray for us. Mother of mercy and of hope, obtain for the men and women of the third millennium the precious gift of peace. Peace in hearts and families, in communities and among peoples. Peace above all for those nations where people fight and die every day. Obtain that every human being of every race and culture may encounter and accept Jesus, your Son, who came down to earth in the mystery of Christmas to give his peace to us. O Mary, Queen of Peace, give us your peace. May this prayer of peace be the seed planted in our hearts on this gathering and all the days of our lives. Amen.
La mayor parte de los habitantes del planeta se declaran creyentes. Esto debería provocar un diálogo entre las religiones. No debemos dejar de orar por él y colaborar con quienes piensan distinto.
Confío en Buda.
Creo en Dios.
Creo en Jesucristo.
Creo en Dios, Alá.
Muchos piensan distinto, sienten distinto, buscan a Dios o encuentran a Dios de diversa manera. En esta multitud, en este abanico de religiones, hay una sola certeza que tenemos para todos. Todos somos hijos de Dios.
Creo en el amor.
Creo en el amor.
Creo en el amor.
Creo en el amor.
Confío en vos para difundir mi petición de este mes. Que el diálogo sincero entre hombres y mujeres de diversas religiones conlleve frutos de paz y justicia. Confío en tu oración.
What a beautiful message. Next, I'd like to invite Dr. Mamdouh Matar to give a vote of thanks for tonight.
Respected spiritual leaders, along with Maronite Care, our distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to start by acknowledging our gratitude to the Honorable Mr. Ray Williams for giving an excellent courage to the idea of multiculturalism, harmony, interfaith, and dialogue. On my behalf, on behalf of the committee organizing the event, and on behalf of each and everyone in the audience here tonight, we extend a very hearty vote of thanks to you, Mr. Williams, for gracing your important work and sharing with us your findings and opinions today. I also would like to express our gratitude to the Australian Catholic University for the perfect logistic support for tonight. This venue has been the regular venue since we started celebrating the Feast of the Annunciation of Mary. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot thank everyone enough for their involvement and their willingness to take on the completion of tasks tonight. An event like this cannot happen overnight. The wheels started rolling weeks ago. It required the planning and the bird's eye for details. We have been fortunate enough to be backed by a team of very motivated and dedicated colleagues who know their work and are result-oriented. So thank you for your enormous cooperation on the organization of this event. Thank you, Sayyidina Tarabai, Monsignor Yusuf, Dr. Alamuddin, Mr. Harb, Mr. Al-Hassan, Father Musa, Dr. Birru, Mr. Al-Khuri, Mrs. Hamzi, Mr. Assaf, Mrs. Dumit, and Dr. Tarabai. Because of these people, this event has become a yearly event. Finally, I would like to take this opportunity to express our thanks and gratitude for the group of people who created this event in Lebanon. They are a small group of great Lebanese of different religious backgrounds who looked at the similarities, at what unites us as human beings, and came with the idea of the Feast of Annunciation. Maybe our thanks is not good enough, but if we follow their way of thinking and looking at what unites us, this will be the best way to say thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for being with us this evening, and it's a great pleasure. Thank you.
شكرا. نختتم حفلنا لليلة بصلاة عربية إنجليزية تشاهدونها على الشاشة ويقرأها السيد عادل حسن مشكورا.
اللهم إننا برحمتك نستغيث فأعنا واصلح لنا شأننا كله وشأن حكامنا وشأن وطننا أستراليا وكل من سكن أرضه من مسلمين ومسيحيين إنك سميع مجيب. O Lord, we ask you to grant us mercy, assist all your people, both Christians and Muslims, especially all those present tonight, our members of Parliament and our country Australia. O Lord, hear our prayers and guide us according to your will.